Today is going to be a lot more of just kind of like tidying up loose ends. You know, I never torqued down the rear end, so I'm going to torque down the rear end as far as like the suspension and all that. So everything in the back part has to be torqued down to 70 foot-pounds as far as the upper and lower control arms and all that stuff. So got to torque that down, and then I never was able to torque down anything as far as the engine, the motor mounts and all that stuff. So I got to torque that stuff down. And like I said, literally just kind of this, just tightening up things today and taking on small tasks. I got the gas tank out. So the reason why I took that back out is because I got to clean it out. So I got this fuel tank cleaner that I'm going to put in and kind of just swish that around and then let that set out to dry, and then I'm going to actually clean it up on the outside and paint it a little bit, so as it's looking a little bit aged and dirty and all that stuff. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to paint the gas tank straps, get those painted, and really just a lot of cleanup today. So hopefully I don't have to get too dirty today. I'm going to put the steering wheel back on, because that was just kind of just being loose and kind of makes it hard to turn when I back up the car in and out to the garage. Also, I might try to attack the seat belt brackets, not the seat belt brackets, but the seat floor brackets as well. I might try to attack that today too. So yeah, y'all, just a lot of little things. Take advantage of the sunny weather and let this grass dry as well, and then I'm gonna cut the grass a little later today. Hopefully that's the last time I gotta cut it for the season. So anyways, I'll chime back in when I get some more stuff done real quick. So I got everything torqued down. Got these nuts torqued down. So these are the nuts that you can loosen to slide the motor back and forth on the adapter plates. Those are to be torqued down, I think, to about what was it, 25 to 35 foot-pounds, I believe, somewhere in that range, both of these bolts. And then this one right here is about 40 foot-pounds, so I torqued that to about 40 foot-pounds on that one. And what else did I do? Oh, and I also torqued the whole rear end. That's why I have it up on blocks. When you torque the rear end, you have to have it setting on its own weight, and torqued all those down to 70 foot-pounds. So got that all done. I'm gonna lower that, then I'm gonna go to the inside of the car and put the steering wheel back on, and probably try to start attacking the seat brackets as well. So I'm gonna probably try to start doing something with those. I have the gas tank sitting over there, if you can see it. Let me see if I can zoom in. I don't know if you can see it, but it's sitting over there in the corner. I have some solution that I use to degrease it, and I will show you that over here in the garage. So you can dilute this. It's water-based as well, so that's good. It doesn't have any crazy harmful chemicals in it, and it's flammable as well too. So it's a Port 15 brand. I've seen people put this straight up in the tank, but I kind of wanted to help, or not preserve, or I guess hold on to some of it as well, just in case I need to use it to degrease some other things. So you can actually dilute it up to 10 to 1. I just put about a third of that, maybe a little bit more, in the tank, and then I put about 2 gallons of hot water in there, so also too. So that's just sitting in there. I'm going to swish that around and let that sit a little while to get anything crazy out of that. Then I'm going to rinse it out, clean it up, and paint the tank. And these are the gas tank straps I have all cleaned up right here as well. I'm going to paint these up and get ready to install the tank back in. So I'm going to order a fuel sender and then hook up everything. I have a fuel pump already. I'm going to go with a Walbro 255, I believe it is. It's the fuel pump that was in my Caprice that I took out because I upgraded to a 400 when I supercharged it. So I still have that. And these I'm going to paint right here. These are gas tank straps. One is for the driver's side, one's for the passenger side. I didn't really want to mix them up just because since I bent them myself, they were all bent to basically the shape of each side. So I wrote on here how to separate them, but I figured when I paint it over, it's probably gonna, cover that. So I actually just kind of rounded one edge of the top here, so I know this is the driver's side and this is the passenger side. So just for my own, just so I know, and then for my crazy OCD, I guess. So anyways, so yeah, man, I made these, all bent them by hand, just elbow grease and a clamp, and that's about it. So but that's about it, y'all. That's pretty much what I'm doing today. Just, I said, just tidying up some small things. And y'all, so I got a heck of a lot done today. A lot done, actually. A lot of the little things, as I was discussing. Obviously I torqued everything down as far as the motor mounts and the rear end suspension and all that. Back here I got everything painted, cleaned. I got my gas tank straps painted. They're drying right now. I just painted them with some Rust-Oleum paint. That way they'll be protected from the rust and all that, so that's good to go. I cleaned the tank inside it out. Cleaned it with that degreaser. Worked well. The only thing is it took longer than I thought. I thought it would be easy to dump all the water out of this spout, but for some reason the way the gas fills in the tank, it's kind of like goes in and it's like a drop off right into the sump inside. And so when I filled the degreaser in there and water and stuff like that, it wasn't able to actually have a way to kind of get back out, which was kind of weird. So I literally had to like move the thing side to side and rock it side to side and have it go out where the actual like pump and the sender sends in. So that was kind of a biatch to do, because literally it was like me rocking this tank back and forth 100 times to try to slosh the water around and have it eventually come out. And then setting it up on the end and then letting it kind of, all the water settle in a corner, and then kind of like aiming the water and tilting the gas tank out to the side and hopefully try to aim for the hole for it to come out. It was crazy, y'all. But anyways, it ended up working out. It was a warm day today, so the water was able to dry fast. Clean the tank on the outside as well. And then I was gonna use some adhesion promoter, since this is plastic, and then paint it, but then I forgot that I had this plastic dip that I was going to use for something else but never did, and I had it for a long time, so I was like, oh shoot, I'll just plastic dip it and call it good. So this is 2 coats on there right now. It looks totally different night and day. I didn't do this is the bottom portion where you can actually see. I didn't do the top portion, since it's going to be, you know, up against the trunk floor. So but it turned out really good, and that's just 2 coats, y'all. So there's only a little bit of plastic dip left in the can, so I'll probably just finish the can out and let it be. So so that's good to go. And one other thing, let me walk back to the car here so I can show you what I did. I attacked one of the seat brackets. Not ideal, but it worked. So these brackets here, a subscriber actually sent it to me. And shout out to Tomas, thank you. Hopefully I said your name right. I know you made a post the other day on Facebook saying that people say your name wrong and it annoys you. So hopefully I said it right. But anyways, I appreciate these. He sent me a bunch of these brackets to use, and so they actually worked out really well, at least for this first one. So I'll show you what I did. So I have the seat out right now, and this is the bottom part where the tracks that move the seat back and forth. And I don't know if you can see it, but there it is right there. And what I did, and what I had to do, is I was trying to shape it to the contours of the floor to make it work. And let me see if I can lift this out real quick. Unscrew this bolt real fast. But on one end it has a hole in it already, like it was used for something else, I imagine. Here, I gotta pick this up. Yeah, it's heavy too. All right, so this is kind of how I shaped it, and it already had this hole in here. It's like a square hole, but it actually fit perfect for this bolt. And the hole for the mounting point for this is not directly in line with this mounting surface here. It's actually off to the side, and if you can see, I have how I have it angled. I kind of have this part angled. Instead of directly up, it comes over to the left. And it actually turned out to work out pretty good. So I have it bent here for the contours of the floor to go down, and then have it bent up and over to the left, and it actually worked out really well. So I'm happy with that. You know, I mean, for something that I didn't have to like get fabricated, take it somewhere to do it, and I just did it myself, I'm good with it. So and this mounting point was already there for the bench seat. I'll just have to make another one over there for buckets. And as you can see, I already have my spots lined up for where the seats line up, so that should be good. The only thing I was concerned about is rocking side to side, but I think I'll be okay because up here it's just perfectly flat. And so what I'm gonna do is probably buy a riv nut and put that in there, and then that way I'll have a secure mounting point here, and then when I make my new one here, it'll eliminate any side-to-side movement, because those 3 points will be pretty secure. So all in all, it's pretty good. I had to cut a little bit more off the bottom here, just cause I was trying to level it out a little bit more and actually lower it a little bit more as well. And I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully it works. I use this little level tool to kind of make sure, you know, it was level. It has a magnet on it, so it'll sit like right on. Oh, great. But anyways, it has a magnet on the bottom, so that way you can stick it to stuff and it'll stay upright. So, but yeah, y'all, that's pretty much it. So let me flip this camera around. So that's it. I am done for the day. It's about 5-6 o'clock right now. Again, I got a lot done, and I'm glad the weather held out and I was able to get some stuff done. So I'm happy with my progress the past 2 days. It's been phenomenal, and now I can just start keep going, y'all. Keep attacking this thing and see how far I can get before it actually gets cold, and then into the winter months. Just kind of pick at it slowly, and hopefully I'll get it to my boy for paint here in the next couple months, and that way he'll have it for as long as he needs it. And he said he'll have it painted for me before, definitely before April, but I don't know exactly how long he's gonna have it. He's just doing me a favor, doing it on his own time, and he has a garage, so I'm gonna get it running and everything. Then I'm gonna take it to him, then that way he can do his work on it. So anyways, y'all, I appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, y'all, and I'll see you on the next video. All right, deuces.